students, welcome back in my class. Today we will discuss chapter number 2 of class 7 geography. Today we will discuss most important topic, the rock cycle. In the previous class we have discussed about rocks and minerals. We have discussed igneous rock, sedimentary rock and metamorphic rock. And today we will see what is rock cycle. Okay, now let's see. With heating, melting, erosion, deposition and chemical action, one group of rocks lead to the formation of another group, and this cyclic formation and development of three types of rock is known as the rock cycle. Okay, with heating, melting, erosion, deposition and chemical action, due to this one group of rocks, they lead to the formation of another group. Okay, first igneous or primary rocks are formed. You all are knowing how they are formed. They are formed due to volcanic eruption. When the hot magma or lava they come out, they came in contact with the air and they cool down and start solidifying and they form rocks, that is known as igneous rock. And as they are formed first, that is why they are known as primary rocks. After being broken down into sediments by natural processes like weathering and erosion, these are deposited and compacted to form sedimentary rock. Okay, in this way sedimentary rocks are formed. Okay, and after that, after being subjected to great heat and pressure, igneous and sedimentary rocks are transformed into metamorphic rock. First igneous rocks are formed, then after igneous rock they get converted into sediments, and these sediments after being deposited and compacted they form sedimentary rock. And this sedimentary rock after being subjected to great heat and pressure, it get converted into metamorphic. Likewise igneous rocks also get converted into metamorphic rocks. Now, sedimentary rocks may be buried again and melted due to heat from the interior of the earth, forming magma. Okay, you know that the sediments they get deposited, they get sedimented for a long period of time, and meanwhile what happened, when they get buried, they melted due to heat from which is formed in the interior of the earth. Okay, and later on they form magma. Okay, they form magma. Okay, and metamorphic rocks may be broken down into sediments due to natural forces, later forming sedimentary rocks and even buried again to form magma. In this way metamorphic rock again converted into sedimentary rocks. In this way a cyclical relationship exists between the three rocks group. First igneous rocks are formed, then after sedimentary, then after metamorphic, then igneous rock form sedimentary rock, then igneous and sedimentary they both form metamorphic rock. And you have seen how metamorphic rock they get converted into sedimentary rocks, or igneous. In this way cyclic relationship exists between among them. This entire process is powered by the energy of the sun. Okay, this whole process is powered by energy of sun, both on the surface as well as in the interior of the earth. The process continuously takes place in the interior as well as on the surface of the earth. Now let us discuss some of the uses of rocks and minerals. Rocks are used as building materials. Example, granite, sandstone and marbles. You all must have seen many monuments, many buildings, these are made up of sandstone and marble or granite. For example, Red Fort is made up of red sandstone. Now next, minerals such as natural gas, coal and petroleum or fossil fuels are sources of power, and from where these natural gas, coal and petroleum or fossil fuels are formed, These are examples of sedimentary rock. Okay. Besides, rocks have also made agriculture possible, as soil is formed by the decomposition or degradation of rocks. When these rocks, they get decomposed and degraded, after being decomposition and degraded, they make agriculture possible, because they, in this way, soil is formed. The soil rocks get converted into minute powdered form. Okay, and after being mixed up with the humus, they form soil. The chemicals found in rocks are also used as fertilizers. Okay, you all are familiar with fertilizer. In this way fertilizers are formed. And rocks also contains fossils which give us important insights into life in the past. So it is very much helpful, you know, in in the in finding about the fossils. Okay, with the help of fossil we can find out about the life in the past, how the life was there in the past. Okay, through various archaeological excavation, these fossils came out. Okay, now students, here we have discussed about rocks. Sorry, we discussed about the rock cycle and uses of rocks. Okay, in the next class we will discuss about the exercise, okay, of this very chapter. Till then, you go through the chapter, okay, and try to find out. I will send you the assignment, okay, and try to find out the answer by your own. Okay, and in my next session I will discuss the exercises. Till then, thank you, take care.